Welcome back. We have all heard of the school teacher shortage, but did you know there's a shortage of school nurses as well? In Tennessee right now, on average, there is one nurse for every 2,500 students. Don Hudson joins us now with more on this story. Don.
Well, Bo, many East Tennessee schools have their own dedicated on-site nurse, or they share a nurse with another nearby school. But in other areas of the state, some schools are not as lucky. That's why a state rep is pushing a bill aimed at helping those schools.
Tummy aches, Band-Aids, temperature checks, turf burns.
School nurses take care of all types of medical issues, and sometimes it can be quite serious.
I've had a student who actually had a stroke in the back gym.
There are also non-medical issues that school nurses have to handle. East Tennessee school nurses like Kristen Hartley and Karen Beatty say they're here for our struggling students.
You get to see the same patients over and over and over and develop that rapport with them. You get to know them, their history, their traumas, their health history, what kind of things they've managed to overcome.
That's why having full-time nurses in schools like Carnes and Heritage High is so important to local school districts.
We see on average here now about 30 kids. When I first came here, we saw 80 kids a day, 50 to 80 kids every day.
In fact, 6 News checked in with local school districts like Oak Ridge, Blount, Loudoun, Anderson, and Knox County, and we were told all of their school nursing positions are filled right now. Not all schools in Tennessee can say that. In fact, a recent online job search showed dozens of school nurse positions still open in West and Middle Tennessee.
Right now, the ratio for nurse per student is about 1 to 2,500.
State Representative Elaine Davis says that ratio is too high, and she says the CDC recommends having a nurse for every 750 students.
We're not paying for that profession at the level that they should be.
Davis says part of the reason for the shortage, school nurse salaries. According to Indeed and other employment websites, the vast majority of school nurses in Tennessee make between $45,000 and $65,000. This is part of the reason why this past legislative session, Davis pushed through House Bill 2158.
The quality and the quantity of care that our children have impacts the quality and the quantity of their life.
The bill identifies gaps in care and aims to use part of the money in the Tennessee Investment in Student Achievement funding formula to provide more school nurses.
I had to call the parent and...
Nurses like Karen and Kristen, who love their jobs and the opportunities to help so many students.
That's really rewarding to help kids get from, their freshman year where they're real anxious and don't want to be in class to their senior year being successful and going off and doing what it is they would like to do.
And Davis hopes as Tennessee gathers more information, it will soon begin to do more to attract future nurses so both they and our students can have similar experiences.
That's what you want as a parent. That's the reassurance that you want, is you want someone there that's going to love and care for your child the same way.
Now, we weren't able to get school nurse numbers from every single district, but we do have a snapshot here in East Tennessee. You can see Oak Ridge has 9 for the 5,000 students. Blount County has 31 for its 10,000. Loudoun County has 10. Anderson County has 25. Knox County has 101 school nurses for its 60,000 students. So here in East Tennessee, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, and that's good. But you did mention in your story there that other areas maybe not as good. So how bad is it?
I reached out to the Memphis area and to the Nashville, Davidson County area. Memphis, despite my efforts, didn't respond, but Nashville said that school district needs 150 school nurses, and at the time I talked to them, they still needed 50 more, and school had already been underway for almost 2 weeks, so they're struggling a little bit more to do that. But you really think the solution with, like Representative Davis's bill, is to make sure that we're getting more money, make sure we're training, but if we take more nurses out of the nurse pile, and move them to school, we already have a nurse shortage in the medical field, so it's
just causing another problem somewhere else.
You're squeezing the balloon. If you squeeze here, it's like it's not a simple solution.
No, it isn't. Don, thank you.